Hey guys, Eli here. In this video, I want to walk you through and show you behind the scenes of one of my stores that just this month crossed 150K. Now, this is a store that got absolutely crushed by COVID-19. When COVID came in, obviously most of you guys who are doing e-commerce, you know that shipping got affected, shipping prices went through the roof, and the product that I was selling and the store that I was running just got pushed out of the market. It became too expensive. My profits went to zero. Well, I wasn't losing money, but I was just about breaking even. With shipping prices, they've actually gone down just recently. Shipping has somewhat gone back to normal. It's definitely not all the way back to normal. As a bit of a side experiment, I thought to myself, well, I wonder if now that the shipping prices have come back down, if I can actually make this work. And so it was a bit of an experiment to just see if I could reignite this old flame. So this is the behind the scenes dashboard of one of my stores. And I just want to show you guys some of the numbers. So I hope that, seeing these numbers hopefully you guys can kind of compare it to what you guys are seeing in your stores. We can have a bit of a discussion maybe in the chat below about the difference in numbers, maybe why you guys are seeing, you might be seeing better numbers than what I'm getting, you might be seeing worse numbers than what I'm getting, but we can have a bit of a chat, and hopefully this can give you guys some insight and some value as to what I'm seeing, some of the numbers that I'm getting. I can talk a little bit about the profit and how this is going. So obviously there's some stuff here that's going to be blacked out, but I'll just show you quickly. So this is the last 90 days in sales. So you can see here, like this is kind of when, I started scaling my store back. COVID was, coming in strong and really just kind of really stopped everything that I was doing with this business. And it just flatlined, right? So I turned my ads off, couldn't make it work. And I just took a break from this store, right? I had the pivot. I moved to selling digital products. I moved to affiliate marketing for a period while, e-commerce was almost not viable. I really just kind of pivoted because at the end of the day, like you still have to pay for your rent. You still have to pay for your car. Those expenses aren't going to go away. So when e-commerce really hit hard, I don't just do e-commerce. I do affiliate marketing. I do consulting. I do a few other things. So when e-commerce hit hard, I pivoted. I started selling more information-based products, more digital products that obviously, you don't have to worry about shipping if it's digital fulfillment. But then, e-commerce slowly started coming back and it's in a good place now. A lot better place than it was a month or two ago. And as just a bit of an side experiment, I thought, you know what, I'm going to see if I can start this thing up again. And, it started and it's not doing too bad at the moment. So like I've just said, the last 30 days, so we'll just go back from 1st to the 31st of August. It's just crossed the 150K mark, which isn't too bad. It's running at about 22% profit at the moment. And these are just some of the numbers that I'm seeing here, guys. So, as you can see, it was pretty steady for a while. And then I had a little bit of an issue with some of my campaigns and I've had to scale them back. And my store's doing about 4K a day. It got up to about 7K, and then it just slowly started to scale back. Got a few things in the works, planning to reignite this even stronger, especially moving into Q4, really trying to get things ready. So some of the things here you can see is just on my online store, it's processed $143,533 just via direct checkout, and I use the app in this store, Sweet Upsell, and that has brought in another $6,618. Sweet Upsell's quite a simple but effective post-purchase upsell app that if you don't have an upsell app in place, definitely check out Sweet Upsell. It's not on the App Store. You'll have to Google it and it will integrate with your store. I've got 72,000 sessions in the month, which isn't too bad. A little bit on the low side. I was finding my click-through rate went up a little bit as the month went on. So, you could see here the trend, and also as I was scaling back my ads, it went down a little bit. So that's something that I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to improve getting my click-through rate down so I can get more people to my store for the exact same amount of money. You can see my returning customer rate was pretty good. Okay, returning customer rate is really an important metric. This can be influenced by your remarketing campaigns, by your email campaigns, by your direct message, by your SMS marketing. This can also just be from direct search. It can also be from a lot of different things, guys. So it's a good metric to keep in mind, because if this was 0, that means I'm not getting any return customers coming back to my store, okay, which is a problem. With a store, you definitely want to have people coming back, even if it's just to track their orders, right? I'd rather have people coming back to my store than not. We can see here, my store conversion rate is floating around that 3.5%. This is kind of across the board what this store has always kind of converted at. It's always been around that 3 to 4% mark. We can see here the drop off between add to cart sessions, 6.69, drops just a little bit, 4.47, and then again to 3.46 sessions converted. Now, my average order value, it's something I've been working on trying to improve. It's $55. My sale price for my product is $44.95. So the sweet upsell, and I also offer post-purchase quantity breaks in my store to try and incentivize people to purchase more than one item. So they both do a good job collectively, and as a result, increase it by $10, the average order value, which is pretty good. We can see here total orders for the month, 2,740, has started to scale back a little bit. Something down here that's important to note as well, that I want you guys to take note of, is the sessions by device. Okay, so it really becomes apparent when you start running a lot of traffic to how important it is to make sure that your web pages look awesome for mobile. Okay, so we can see here, right, I've had 72,000 sessions, and 60,000 of those 72,000 sessions were from mobile. Okay, I only had 4,000 people come to my site from desktop. 60,000 people came to my site from mobile. So you must make sure that your store looks amazing on mobile. Mobile needs to be your priority when it comes to optimizing your store. Okay, it has to look good on mobile before anything else. That's where your customers are coming from. My online sessions, so I only advertise to the top 4, so United States, Australia, United Kingdom, Canada, and the Netherlands, but they're what I advertise to, is just kind of the top 4. And that's really it, guys. So these are the numbers that I have seen in this. A few takeaways that I've taken away personally from this, bit of an experiment to see if I could reignite this store, trying to get it back to where it was, is that, I had my mental doubts in my brain. Part of me thought, it's not worth trying this experiment. It's not going to work. Just move on, start another store, sell this one, or just close it down, right? I had this mental barrier that part of me, there's this little voice in my head that was telling me, you can't do it, right? And the more you punch that voice in the face and say, you know what, voice, I can do this, and I'm going to give it a go, the worst that'll happen is I spend a little bit of money and I work out that it doesn't work, and I'm no worse off, right? I'm a little bit of money in the hole, but I won't have those sleepless nights wondering if I missed an opportunity, right? And sure enough, I jumped in, I gave it a go, and I pulled it off, right? And that's something I want you guys to consider as well. Just because maybe you've had you've tried something in the past and it hasn't worked, or maybe you've paused a campaign or paused a product, you can always go back to it. If there's something telling you there's more here than what you're giving it, go back to it and give it another go. Okay. For me, it was working before. COVID stopped it completely. Part of me was thinking that was the end of it, but another part of me was like, you know what? I can see this being bigger and better than it ever was. Something else that you guys should be considering is email marketing. So prior to really focusing heavily on email with this store, this store mainly just had one product. There was actually 2 products in the store. the main product and a congruent product. And I really just focused, 90% of my sales came from that main product, right? Like the 80-20 rule, 90% came from that main product. Drips and drabs came from the second product. I've now added several products to this store and I'm branching out, I'm expanding because I've built up quite a big email list around this store. I work with an email guy that if anyone's looking for email help, send me a message and I'll hook you up with him. And he's now sending out emails to my list promoting all of my different products that are on my store now to my list, and I don't have to pay Facebook, pay Zuckerberg any money. So that's really powerful. So they're a couple of the takeaways that I want you guys to think about. So don't think that you can't do something just because maybe it's not working. Yeah, so just give yourself, back yourself to do it, right? And there's a good chance that you can. And that's it for this video, guys. I just wanted to show you guys behind the scenes of something that I've been doing. I know I haven't been posting a lot of content on YouTube and in the group lately. This is just something that I've been focusing on, and definitely moving into Q4 as well. I'm getting ready for it, and I hope you guys are getting ready for it too. It's coming up. It's going to be an opportunity that you guys can either crush it or you can sit by and watch other people crush it instead. So don't let that slip through your fingers. Work hard, get things ready, get things in place. So when Q4 comes around, you can start, really making the most and maximizing the most out of what you've got. It's a perfect time to focus on email marketing. It's a perfect time to, try getting some products going at the moment that you can position and get ready for Q4. So when Q4 hits, you can just really scale them up and, maximize that time of the year. So that's it for this video, guys. I do hope you got some value looking behind the scenes at what I've been doing this past month. This is, just one of my stores, and pretty happy with it, right? Pretty happy with it. Like I said, converting about 20%, 22% profit. Not too bad. Definitely be better. There's definitely a few things that I'm not happy with here, right? Not happy with, that I couldn't get it at this point. I can't seem to get it past that 10K a day mark, right? It's most I can kind of get with this is about 7K so far. Still working on a few different things. I'm about to, move this into a sales funnel. Hopefully that can do a few things as well. But anyways, I digress. Hope you guys are really well. Hope you guys are staying safe. Hope you guys got some value from this video. If you guys are looking for any help, doing this with your own store, scaling your own store, click the link below this video. There's going to be a link down there that you guys can schedule a call with me, have a bit of a chat, and if we're a good fit, we can maybe do some work together. But that's it for this video, guys. Hope you got some value out of it, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.